glad you could. Join us for our broadcast of NBA basketball. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now here's Maxey. Left side Adebayo. Back to Jones. Down low. And then Siakam with the jam.
Well, Pascal Siakam has the ability to play on the inside and score with that length.
And Doris, the Knicks gave up 5 first-round picks and a swap for Mikal Bridges. Safe to say there's some pressure to perform.
There is no doubt about that, B.A., because that is forever the prism through which I will view this trade. His team had showed such patience to that point. To give away 5 coveted first-round picks speaks volumes about the impact they believe he can have for them.
Here's Utah. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Pass to Kessler. And stolen by Adebayo. Inside. Over to the left wing. And counted from 19 feet away.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team. The ability to knock down jumpers.
Outside heel. Puts up a 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Here's Siakam. The layup misses.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Now here's Maxey. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. To the paint. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
And Adebayo showing another element of his game. Nice vision to set up the bucket.
Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here's Siakam. The rebound by the Jazz.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
The Knicks with the lead. One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
B.A., there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
And it's Utah with the ball. After the basket by New York on the other end.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
To the middle. Here's Maxey. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
On the take. Stockton's shot is off.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
And Adebayo slams it in.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hang it up there like that. Ooh, poked away. Outside Maxey. To the left wing. Clock at 6. And Adebayo with the 3. Adebayo's got 7 points in the game.
Early in his career, Adebayo couldn't stretch the floor. That's change.
Newell, good.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pass to Adebayo. And again, New York with the triple.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Here's Stockton. He's scoreless. Here's Newell. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity to three-point play. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam. Utah shooting their first free throw of the night here. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's McBride. We've got 13 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Stockton. And so it's the New York Knicks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, we'll get back to the action. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And he gets that one. Robinson's gotten his first bucket of the night. Well, Graham, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Williams with the screen. Here's Kolek. The rebound by Markkanen. Jazz trail by 4. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. This one for 3. Oh, the soft touch from Markkanen, the 7-footer.
Well, this has always been Lauri Markkanen's calling card, right? A 7-footer who can space the floor with that three-point shooting ability.
Driving to the basket. It's stolen by Nurkic. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Guys, back to you.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. Here's Markkanen. Banked it in off the glass. Markkanen's got 5 now.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
Down low. Here's Markkanen.
Markkanen finishes that with authority. Look out below.
Here's Kolek. No points so far. Shoots over Collier. Kolek's shot is off.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
Substitution on the court.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Maxey. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Such a flashy player. The ball control Maxey has is really impressive.
23.
Markkanen sets a screen. Pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. From down in the low post, it goes. Nurkic has got his first points of the game. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And there's the screen. Here's Adebayo. Confident take by Adebayo.
Yeah, the big man using a soft touch. Just a sweet floater by Bam.
1:05 left in the second. Inside. Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Pass to Newell. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by New York.
If you're a defender, your job is to make life hard on an excellent shooter. Great defense there.
And Adebayo slams it in.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
Outside heel. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. Kessler with a bucket.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And so it's the New York Knicks with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
27.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And the basket by Hield.
If you've got a shooter like Hield on your team, any opportunity to deliver the basketball is a good time.
Adebayo, no good.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Kessler, a screen. He takes it in. Newell from outside. Williams grabs the board. Knicks leading by 3. Here's Adebayo. Outside, Williams. No good on the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
With the drive. Kessler with it. He's got 6. To the middle. Well,
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Maxey surveys. Plenty of space. Rebound, Utah.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Outside Hield. Drills it from deep. Hield's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gate. Just keep your rhythm now.
Back to Jones. Pass to Adebayo. Williams from long range. He buries it from 3. Williams has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Here's Stockton. Still no points. Outside Hield. Stolen by Jones. He goes up. And the dunk by Jones.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, how impressive has his development been?
B.A., I certainly think he's been a better player than people expected when he came out of college. What we know about Mikal Bridges is he's cross-positional defensively. He's made a number of big-time defensive
Oh!
Maxey is such a crafty finisher. Let him get to the rim, and he'll make the most of it.
A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Kessler, a screen. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hart.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Just 2 to shoot. Markkanen from long range. Strus grabs the miss. Knicks leading by 3. Just jamming it down. Pascal Siakam.
Listen, Max Strus is a tremendous shooter, but there is more to his game. He is a very willing passer. How good was Zach? Felt the taller defender on him, gave a little extra burst, and that's all it took.
Outside McBride. Pass to Siakam. Siakam off the bounce. Yep, that one's good. Siakam's got 10.
Wow, you see the mobility for a bigger guy. Siakam just glides around the court. What a drive.
Now here's Markkanen. Nails it from 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Pass to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
42.
Here's Collier. Kicks it out to Markkanen. To the paint. That's tipped. Stolen by Strus. Going all the way to the rack. Ball's going up the court. Back to Siakam. Just 3 on the clock. And the jumper falls for him. Now it's a 6-point Knick lead.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
And so it's the New York Knicks with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And it's Jones with the ball for New York. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Following this game, they host the Magic. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Lets it go from the wing. Utah grabs the miss.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Shot's good by Stockton.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Knicks leading by 4. Adebayo sets a screen. And that one is stuffed right through.
Only 6'2", but Maxey got some spring in his step.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Outside Hield. Launches it. Here's Kessler. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Jones feels it out. Here's Hart. And he banks in the layup. And now an 8-point New York lead.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And that'll be Utah's ball as it goes out of bounds. Jazz able to keep possession. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Pass to Hield. Hits a three-pointer. Hield's got 9 points here in the second half.
If you look at the active three-point percentage list, Mr. Buddy Hield is near the top. This guy is the very definition of sharpshooter.
And it's good for 2. And the Knicks lead by 7.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Kessler can't get the 3. Adebayo with the slam.
I'll tell you, Bam is having a massive impact on this game. They just can't stop him.
Maxey pulls it down. New York leading by 9. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Here's Adebayo. Oh, it's off! Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Markkanen sets a screen. Drives to the hoop. Now Hield. It's stolen by Hart. Here we go, one-on-one. Siakam. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
Well, we're talking about a tough individual competitor in Pascal Siakam. He goes right at the defense.
And early on, growing up in Cameroon, Pascal Siakam originally trained to be a priest-course.
It's an incredible story, PA, because his father sent him away to pursue that vocation, but in fact, Pascal was miserable. And it wasn't until he attended a basketball camp that he found love of the game, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Hart fires! Misses the three!
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Yes, sir! The finish with the jam!
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Knicks.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Graham. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And BA, can you say big time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And what a huge performance it was for Bam Adebayo.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them, it was the efficiency with which he did it.
Williams outside. Puts up a deep three. Up again. Oh, swiped away. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Stockton. Shot clock at 6. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
New York ball.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin.